You're live.
Okay. What's going on? YouTube. Hanging out in the newly renovated YouTube studio here. So we'll be able to hang out and podcast to you guys and do some Q&As and hang out. I can also show you some things that I've been working on and fixing, I believe. I don't know all 100% of the ins and outs of YouTube's analytics and what you can and can't do. But I do believe we can get away with a lot more than I could on TikTok. My dogs are in the background, sorry if they're making noise. But recently, what I haven't been able to show you on TikTok is we've procured a couple of new firearms for the channel that we're going to use on the channel. So I picked up a Mosin, which this is what I have left of it right now. So I just ordered the spring for the rear sight, and I went through and re-glued a little bit of the barrel. It was pretty crusty. And my buddy that made me the table tabletop is refinishing the complete stock. So he's gonna go through and sand her down and put some new finish on her. Let's see if I can pull something up on my old computer later here. I think there's a way to view my live, but I'm not really positive. Waiting on the wife. First time we've tried this setup, so bear with me here while I figure some things out. Do I have to go to YouTube itself to view?
Maybe.
I know there's a way to view my live so that I can see comments if they comment. Does it not really let me view my live? Where's your phone at?
Right here. You can't just log in?
I'm logged in. I'm on and logged in. There you go. Now I can see me. So.
Switch account.
Ooh. Great idea. I don't have you on here. I can add the account and sign up through you. Is it the AOL?
Mm-mm. Different one too. Same one as yours.
Sorry, while I get this set up.
You have me and one person in here.
Okay. Well, once we get set up, we'll go through a couple things and hang out.
It should be the normal without an exclamation point. Or it might have one. Do the try not to bottom left. Maybe try passkey. Let me see if I can.
I did go out to a new local firearms dealer and picked up a Glock 19. What's your pen for your?
I don't know because we don't have the app. I always do it this way.
No, there you go. But we'll show you that. I guess there's a new Glock that came out, a new model, so that they could try to manipulate the use of a quote unquote button. So they did a pretty decent job of remanufacturing it, but I wanted one pre-fix, not for the use of that device, just I wanted one that was already tested and I know runs good instead of one that's been redesigned real quick so that you couldn't use those devices anymore. So. But it's nice. It's just a plain one. It's not coyote tan or anything like that. It's just black. It's the regular run-of-the-mill 19. So I'm going to hook it up and put all the stuff on it so that I can use it as my daily concealed. My daily driver.
Did you not?
Once we get this whole setup figured out, we'll be able to get up and running.
It's not letting me switch accounts.
Alright.
I don't know what it's doing. You got another sub though.
Huh, I got another sub? Heck yeah.
I don't care if you have my phone. I was just in the middle of reading a book.
That's fine.
Tap yes to the device. Yes. And then I did that and it takes you right back to it. I don't have that app. That's what I was saying. And then I did all that and then I went to your thing and it wouldn't let me log in.
Mommy.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't want to let us do that.
That's what I was saying. I don't know. Bring me my iPad, please.
I was hoping to be able to view. Actually, can you flip the phone and use the front?
Somebody said yo. No thanks said hi. And somebody said I'm gonna send a dono.
The iPad said.
Somebody else said hi.
Alright.
Somebody donated $4.99. I don't know what that means.
I don't understand half the stuff on YouTube. This is new to us. Flip it to front facing and whip it. That way I can at least just see the comments and stuff.
Oh yeah, we got your 6-7 fun people in here.
Wow, what?
Mommy.
I heard you the first 10 times. Thank you.
Anyways. Loved you guys. I got a new one of these. We'll check and make sure it's clear, make sure that everybody's satisfied. So, got a new Glock 19. It's nothing crazy. It's not a 19C or a 19X. I'm newer into the the Glock platform because of the numbers of the models. So, I'm not quite the genius here. I know that the 17 is like a 19 slide with more magazine capacity. I think instead of 15, you get 17 rounds. I didn't really want that. Yeah, looks great. So I wanted something that was decent and a little bit heavier, full size, well, mid size, not full size. Because my current EDC is a 43X, which I know the difference between the 43 and the 43X because the 43 is the super tiny, hold 6 single stack joke of a pistol, in my opinion. But show the best rifle send me a link. I have no clue what the link is. I'm fresh. I'm fresh to the whole YouTube platform. We're just playing with it, trying it out. I do not have a MOS anything. I prefer iron sights on my pistols. I don't know, something analog. It's easy. I ain't gonna worry about nothing not having battery or needing solar to charge it, or it's a tool. It's a tool. Best rifle? Best rifle is going to be this bad dog right here. So, this is my Diamondback AR-15, chambered in 5.56. It's got a laser beam and a flashlight. It's got a True Glow scope on it. I forget what the magnification. I think it's a 3 to. I like thread protectors. It makes all the noise go away from your face instead of wrapping around your head. If you know, you know. So, flash hiders are neat, but, or not even flash hiders, muzzle brakes. Muzzle brakes are great. But if you're sitting on a stand and you're just playing at the range, that muzzle brake makes a lot of that concussive noise come around your head and makes your ears ring. I don't like that. So I went to thread protectors on everything, including my other new one, which is a 50 Beowulf. So I got this in flat dark earth, and then since this is a hunting rifle specifically, it just has iron sights on it, some flip up iron sights. So really like the platform. It's a mule. This thing kicks harder than a 12 gauge. And this is a hunting collection. I am not a collector of just random stuff. Most of my purchases, if I can't hunt with it, I usually don't buy it. So I love collecting unique things, but all of these are for hunting. You got 2 slug setups and 1 vented rib, which we used a couple of weeks ago for goose. We were out goose hunting, which, believe it or not, that top one didn't get any goose action. It was actually the Franchi Bresca that I had in the trunk. It was a hilarious story, which I believe I told on my TikTok stream, but we took a lunch break and we head up to the house and we're chilling in the driveway, and we're like, hey, there's 20 of them coming in. Well, all of our stuff was in the blind 100 yards away from us. So I whipped out the old Bresca out of the trunk and throw a couple of loads in it and busted one. It was hilarious. But I got a new 410 antique. Can't really find too much information on this guy other than the fact that it was manufactured in Japan. Really sweet brake action. It was a pawn shop find. Super tight action. So if you ever buy a used brake, grab the barrel, grab the actual stock, and twist lightly. And what you're trying to do is see if there's looseness in the gun right here where it goes together. And then also when it's closed, you can do the same thing, twist a little bit. And if there's any movement at all, I would recommend not buying it. If you know a great gunsmith that can fix that for you and actually bring them back together, you're probably fine. But just depends on how much money you got into the unit of whether or not it's worth sending it out and having that done to it, or if you can do it yourself. I mean, I do love the smell of powder. I do love the smell of powder, especially on a nice morning, sitting in the tree stand, you know, rifle season or muzzleloader season. Well, I should say gun season, because you can use rifles or straight walled cartridges in the state of Ohio. Rifles with straight walled cartridges. So we can use both shotguns, muzzleloaders, straight walls, which is why I went to the 50 Beowulf. You can use 350 Legend, 400 Legend, 450 Bushmaster, and 50 Beowulf, and there might be another one floating around that I don't physically know of. But I went to the 50 Beowulf. So it shoots a tank of a projectile, and it's a beast. Looks like a sausage. So it shoots the exact same projectile as a Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. So they take the same projectile and put it in a different case, and off to the races you go. So we are shooting 350 grain projectiles. Your mom's birthday? Heck yeah, buddy. Gotta remember mama. But we got a couple of 12s. I got a 20 back here. Got 22. Those are all 12s. I've got one that I can't show you. I wish I could, but I can't, because it's from my dad's Christmas present. Dad, if you're on here, it's not what you think it is unless it is what you think it is. And then if it is what you think it is, act surprised. And I ain't got no switches. We don't do switches here. We don't do that. You can be here. You can absolutely watch. You can hang out. You can talk. Nobody judges what anyone's done on here. This is a judgment-free zone, buddy. What's good is we're leaving TikTok because this is the type of content that I wish to create, and TikTok will not let you do that. But that's about it. My brand new 19, really like it. I did put the True Glow tritiums on it, which are the same exact sights that are on my 43X. And that's about it. My 43X. Doing a little show and tell on here. You guys will see a lot more of these as time goes on. We'll be playing with them at the range and whatnot. Make sure this is safe. Make it safe. So here's my daily concealed. As people were saying, MOS's red dots, I don't usually run them on my pistols. So we use tritium sights. It's my favorite go-to. They glow really good. Love them. And then I have the TLR6 on this, which is the flashlight laser combo. So you have flashlight, got a laser. Really appreciate it. And the battery life on this TLR6 is insane. I think I put that battery in there 1.5 years ago, and I've never changed it. It's nice. And thank you for the sub. So this is the room. This is the space. This is where I work on them, clean them, do whatever. I'm not a gunsmith, but I have re-blued, refinished. We mess with a lot of stuff. And recently we started, me and my buddy Ramsey, we've been banging off of the pawn shops just to see what they got, just for fun. And that's where I got that 410. I also picked up this really sweet 20 gauge. It's a New England, which I believe New England was either the... Do what?
Your background on the computer.
I like it. I believe New England was either the predecessor or the follower of H&R, which I believe is Harrington and Richardson. 20 gauge break, super clean, case hardened. I don't know if you guys can see the finish on it. Super pretty. $140 for this bad John. $140. Couldn't pass it up. Could not pass it up. Super clean. Just prime. Hit your local pawn shops, guys. Find the deals. They're there. Shoot. I found a Glock 19 just like my Glock 19 after I picked mine up. It had an aftermarket slide and barrel on it, which I wasn't familiar with the brand of the slide and barrel. But it wasn't a bad price. I think it was like $400 out the door for a Gen 4, I believe. Glock 19. I didn't think that was too bad. For a used firearm, I'd usually go a little bit lower than that for a 19, but still not a bad price. Super nice price. So for gun season, you guys are going to see a little bit more. I know I can post a little bit more. I know I can't post blood and stuff. Some people don't like to see that. Completely respect that. We're going to be out for goose season, so if you guys want to watch me fold a couple of honkers up, we might try to stream some of that, or at least film it and then post it. I love goose. They taste amazing. 10 out of 10. If you cook a goose breast and stick it right next to like a New York strip, the goose is going to be leaner, but if you season them and cook them the same way, you won't be able to tell. They taste like the same meat. It's a real dark meat. Tastes like beef. It is worth it. So if you're in the state of Ohio, go get your hunting license and get your waterfowl stamp and get out there. Have a good time. And you could absolutely use that 20 gauge, closer ranges, and you can get all said and done out there in the field for under $200 and have a great time with some buddies. There's no reason not to. It's worth every penny. Every penny. So, or if you want to go out and smoke a deer, you can get into something like this 50 Beowulf for under, what do I got in this thing? $209 in the upper and then like $160 in the lower.
Okay, not very much.
So again, under $400 for a beast of a unit, and like $50 for a license and a tag in the state of Ohio. State of Ohio, we're allowed to use straight walled cartridge up to 50 cal. 410 for dove. I don't know. I've never dove hunted a lot. I know if you have a 410 with a real nice choke on it, you can reach out pretty far. I wouldn't see why not. You just got to be a good shot because you've got a lot less lead in your projectile. Well, a lot less projectiles because it's a scatter gun, but like you got your 20 gauge for any of you that are not familiar with what 20 gauge 410. So 20 gauge, got a decent amount of lead in there. Ow! And then you got like, for say a,
The last question.
hold on, I'm coming back to it. Let's go.
Nick Ramsey said, is a 410 good for dove?
Oh yeah, I'm answering that question. Did you say Ramsey?
Nick Ramsey.
Ramsey. I wonder if he's related to our Ramseys. And then you got a 410. So 20 gauge, 410. So you got a lot less lead or whatever you're using for a projectile versus this. Know anything about a lever action 410? I've never seen one. Doesn't mean they don't exist. It sounds cool. But yeah, and this is only a 2.5. I think you can get 410s that are 3.5 inches long. Absolute insanity in my opinion, but run it. I think this, the 410 I just picked up, I believe it takes a 3-inch. It'll sling a 3-inch. Missouri. You have family in Ohio. He's got family in Ohio. By chance, is the feller's name Dan and Jess? Because if so, I've been hanging out with your family for the last 10 years. Wouldn't that be wild? But that would be wild. Nick Ramsey I'm meeting the family on a YouTube stream. That's wild.
Gretchen.
Yeah, Gretchen. And then there's another sister. I forget the other sister's name. I never remember. But yeah, that's weird. But yeah, I know. It's actually I got one of Jess's shotguns right here. So we're gonna clean that up. Nope, different last name. Okay. Yeah, I know a bunch of Ramseys. I've been working for them for years. They're good people. They're great people actually. They're the ones that took me out and got me into goose hunting. I was talking to one of them, and Papa Ramsey said, "Hey, you want to go goose hunting?" I was like, "Yes." Yes, I would. I would love to. So they took me out. We had a great time, and we're going to go back out for late season in Ohio, which I believe starts up in a week or two, doesn't it?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Late season comes in. We'll be out there putting it to them. It's fun. Jalen. I don't know a Jalen off the top of my head with that last name. But I believe Ramsey told me he's got family in the South. I just don't know who they are. Never met them yet. So, heck yeah. That would have been cool though. That's about it. Just doing a little updating, little heads and tails. If you do know, or if you're new to here and you're just hanging out with us, we are doing a giveaway on a 383 small block Chevy that is coming over from my TikTok channel. There's a couple videos of it on here, I believe.
Harvey'sGarage94.com has everything.
Harvey'sGarage94.com has all the information, videos, pictures. And that giveaway ends this month on the 21st. So if you're interested in getting you a small block 383 that is fully built, brand new, get over there on Harvey'sGarage94.com and check that out. But that's about it. Just a little, like I said, a little show and tell, little playing with some stuff.
Ask if your friend's related to Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay? No, he's not. He's not. Not a Gordon. But we got Dan's and Butch's and. Well, I don't think Butch is Butch's actual real first name. They call him Butch. I honestly don't know his first name. He's cool. He's got a massive house and a duck blind in his front yard. No joke. We were in his front yard smoking geese. It was fun enough. I'm good on the hot chocolate there. It was fun enough that I went out and bought some goose calls, and I've been practicing. Which is hilarious if you're local and live local to me. If you've ever passed a car that sounded like a flock of geese, that was me practicing on my way to pick my kids up from school. I'm out there just letting her eat. Bubba, tell her happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Bubba's mom.
You already told her happy birthday.
I think so. I think you said it again. Yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday. So, but we're going to get my Mosin done. I think that's going to be my first range activity with you guys, is playing with this refurbished Mosin Nagant.
What?
So I went through and reblued the barrel, cleaned the bore, cleaned the action. We did quite a bit of work to that one. And we're going to take it out to the range and see if she'll hold a group. I'm sure it will. The barrel was in excellent shape. So I don't think we should have any problems holding a group. It's just me holding a group, you know, with my shooting capabilities, which I'm decent. I'm not the best in the world, but, you know, I hang in there. But that's about it. This is my man cave gun room. Nick's got a rodeo, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland's north, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be north of me. We're in southwest. Yeah, we're in southwest Ohio. So if you're rolling through, say hi. What's up? But
Hang on.
that's about it. We also reload, so there will be some reloading on this channel. There will be some hunting on this channel. Gun range time. So there'll be all kinds of stuff on here. I was just specifically doing automotive, so we will still slide some automotive in. But trying to do automotive on YouTube never really took off. And I was hesitant to do firearms and hunting because I know that sometimes you can get demonetized based on what you do and don't put in your videos. The whole goal of me doing YouTube is to, at some point, get monetized. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I think this is the way I want to go. I think this is what we want to do. So if you guys want to see me, like I said, fold a couple of geese and hang out, so we'll do it. A bull rider. I ain't never rode a bull for sport. My uncle used to have cows, and I absolutely hopped on the back of a, what was she? The Hereford? He had beef cows. But I got dared to ride one day, and I went out and rode a cow. It wasn't a bull. Wasn't a bull. But it was a good time. I also remember his electric fence had no relax on it. That electric fence would light you up. But it was cool. But I didn't grow up on a farm or anything. That was just my uncle had. I don't want to offend him, but it was pretty much a hobby farm. He had a few head cattle and stuff like that. Cut his own hay and whatnot. So it was fun. It was neat. So that's about it. We'll be hanging out doing this and messing around and hunting, shooting, trapping. I'd like to get into trapping. I just gotta find somewhere to do it and make sure that everything's legal and on the up and up. I don't know if you can trap on public land. I'll have to look into that. My closest public land that we hunt at is going to be Rush Run out towards Oxford, Ohio. So that's usually where I go whitetail hunt at. I have no clue what that means, Nick, but I'm assuming that you went out there and had some fun, so heck yeah. Mine was about a 2-second ride before I slid off its back and, you know, walked back up to the fence, which lit me up on the way back across. So, it was turned up. It was 220. Had to be. I wasn't tall enough to get over the fence, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But that's about it. That's about it. So, I wish you good luck on your little rodeo endeavor. I hope you do great. I hope everything goes great. Who? No, never heard of him or it. But like I said, I don't get into the rodeo scene real big. I used to go there when I was younger and watch guys ride and rodeo, but that's about it. That was the extent of my rodeoing interests. Never got into it too big. It's neat, but I stayed around the house. I hunted a lot, and I rode a lot of quads and dirt bikes. So we do that. I got Banshee parts in the garage. I'd love to put another one of those together one day. And I've got the Jeep that you guys might have seen. So I've got a Jeep Wrangler with a big block Chevy in it. And speaking of motors, we're doing a giveaway. So on a 383. We're doing good, Reptar. Doing good. Oh, Reptar popped into my YouTube.
Hey, Reptar.
I feel honored. Thanks for popping in, man. But Reptar never gets to see this side of Harvey's garage. He just gets to see me gaming and stuff. Check out my laser pointer, Reptar. 50 Beowulf, son. 50. 50. Not a 22. 50. Half inch. That's my newer-ish one. I got newer ones, but I guess my newest one. Did I get the 19 before I got the 20 gauge? Or I got the 20 gauge after I got the 20 gauge after.
You get 20 gauge before.
Yeah. My newest to me one is this beast right here. Beautiful case hardened 20 gauge. The old New England Podna. So we went and picked it up. Nice unit. Got a lot of life left in it. Hopefully we can have a good time with it. Take it out in the fields. How many friend going in the background? All the friends. And then Nick says, hoping to get a buck with a bow. Yeah. Bow hunting's fun. I'm hunting with a PSC Epics. Turned all the way up. I think it's like 73 pounds or something.
On your YouTube and your TikTok.
Mm-hmm. So I got a compound bow. I got two actually, but the one needs some work before I can take it out and actually use it. But bow hunting's fun. Sometimes it's nice to just get out there and just watch them. Watch the birds, watch the squirrels. It's relaxing. Now, it's getting towards the part of the season where if it's brown and it walks out, it's over. But it's fun. I like getting out there. I use a self-climber. And then recently, I've been on public land and someone has a ladder stand. And that's part of public hunting if you want to get mad about it or not. If you leave a ladder stand out and you're not in it at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting in your stand. Sitting in, 100%. You know, It's all what it's about. And honestly, if I left my self climber sitting underneath of a tree and you showed up before I did and you used my stand, so be it.
How long are you gonna be live for?
I don't know. A little bit here and there. Probably another 30 minutes, 40 minutes, if that. I don't know. We're just testing it out. Be back home in December. Heck yeah. Reptar, we still gonna have another Minecraft night, buddy. I do miss. It was fun. That was the most fun I've had in Minecraft in like 5 years. We gotta do it again. Gotta do it again. 100%. I lit the whole map on fire.
Lagged it out.
Lagged it out bad, but I had a great time. It was fun. So we do some video gaming on here, not too much, and a lot of mechanics, woodworking. So now that we're on YouTube, I guess I can show. I'm gonna angle it so we can show them my beautiful creation here. I had a rack that holds 3, and it wasn't enough. So then I started looking on the Amazonian website of.
Let me flip this.
I was trying to figure out, can you build or buy a really nice rack that holds more than 3? So I built this beautiful thing right here. It holds 10. It's got nice channels. I haven't stained it or anything. It's got a little pocket in the back that you can throw a magazine, or I keep my extra gun socks in here for my really nice rifles.
Nick said you basically my family since your friend has the same last name.
100%. And then I got the top piece, which I haven't. I got to get some felt for it.
It'll be here in a bit.
Yeah, it's gonna go right up here like this. And I cut it just big enough. Now those are some pretty big slots, but I got it just big enough that my modern sporting rifles will also fit in it. So it's gonna get all felt lined, and I like it. It's solid. Keeps everything that I'm working on where I need it so that I can work on it. So we'll get that finished up, and this is a wood table that my buddy Ramsey made. So if you Ramsey's up where you're at, if you guys do any woodworking, so he built this table. I believe it's a solid 1.5 inches. Like it is.
Reptar said love you and I miss you guys.
We appreciate you, man. We like having you around. But we got this table. I got my shelf underneath with 3/4 inch plywood on it. 6x6 legs. Like it's solid. And then I've got my reloading set up here. I got my case trimmer, the swage, priming machine. Don't look at those, Dad. This may or may not be, a Christmas present. Don't look. Then I got my reloading press, and I got a couple of different conversion kits so that we can do different cartridges. I got my vinyl cutter in here now and everything. And then Ramsey also made for me this really sweet A-frame that sits in the middle of my table, which is kind of a catch-all right now. But he made it so that we can throw, if we're working on something, we can toss it in the middle of the table. And then we've got a nice mat on this side of the table as well. So, nice mat here. So we can have everything in here. And I'm still trying to get everything equilibrated here, where it's going to go and where it's going to live. So that's my table. And it's solid, dude. My biggest complaint for my last table that was when I was using my press, and anyone that's ever reloaded a bottlenecked cartridge, sometimes you gotta push on it, and my table would shake. This table don't shake at all. So, well, this is a live stream. If we don't post this live stream as a video, that means that it never shows up live, which means my dad's not watching it, so we'd show off a little bit.
I can edit it if you want me to.
Don't
I'll
look,
just
Dad.
make it not public.
It doesn't say Jeff Harvey's in my stream right here. This. When your father asks for something for Christmas and it's this cool, you go get it. You don't ask questions of how you're going to get it. You just go get it. This is the new family heirloom, which one day I'll inherit it. If anybody knows anything about Henry's, this is the one. This is the one. This is the new one. This is Papaw's Christmas gift. $45.70. All brass. It's a real golden boy. It's legit. It's beautiful. Maybe someday I'll have one this nice, but probably not. I can't afford one because now Papaw's got one. But it is one of the nicest firearms I've ever procured. And I'm not even mad. If I know anything about my father, it's that this gun will be brand new and never fired by the time I inherit it, because I'll never shoot it. But he collects. He collects a lot. So anytime I get something really nice or rare or fancy, I usually wind up giving it to him, and he just appreciates it for forever. And kind of like my 870 that was behind my head, I gave that to him, and I'm like, hey, hunting season's coming up. I want to use that because it's got a slug barrel. And he just goes, okay, gives it back. So he's pretty cool. Love my dad. He's a good dude. But that's the newest one that we just went and picked up for Papaw. It's a mess. I got Mosin Nagant parts over here. So like there's your trigger well and your magazine, the bolt. I got all the parts and pieces laying around here. So heck yeah. I hope Papaw enjoys his Christmas present. Just nobody tell him. Nobody tell him. If you're on here, don't tell him I got it. That's for you guys.
Sorry, Papaw, we're cutting that clip out.
Yeah, you can't see it. No. Nobody tell him. But, alright, I'll take my spot back. Do you want your chair?
No,
They're
I'm
comfortable.
about to go sit down.
I got these chairs off of Marketplace for like what? $30, $40? Killer.
I think you paid 60.
Did I pay 60? I thought I paid
Pretty sure you hit it or 60.
no matter. They're worth it. $30 a piece, not bad. So
Good.
yep. For anybody that was wondering earlier when I said we had a new one, that's it. She's go this way a little bit more. Perfect. So that's what we do for Christmas around here. What do I hunt? Whitetail, goose, duck. All right, Reptar, we'll catch you. So that's a family present right there. That's not a friend's present. Friends, you get stuff from the pawn shop. I'll hook you up with one of those. What's that? Yeah. Today Friday, isn't it?
Yes.
She can pick her up tonight, bring her back tomorrow. You didn't have a chance to. But yeah, we do whitetails, duck, squirrel, goose. I don't like eating duck, so pretty much the only time I'll harvest one is if I'm with somebody that does eat duck. I don't like harvesting anything that I'm not going to use. So unless I'm out with family and friends and they're going to, I don't harvest them. So that's about it. So now that we're on schedule and we've filmed on YouTube and I haven't gotten blocked or banned, and we know that firearms are now an acceptable thing on YouTube, because TikTok I would have already gotten banned by now. We know what we can do now. Appreciate it. So for any of you just popping in, appreciate it. This is where Harvey's Garage 94 is going to live from now on. Which, now that I said that, nobody's in here. So that's about it. We will catch you guys on the flip side when we're out in the field smoking a couple of geese, or if I'm in the tree stand stalking on a deer. We will see you then. I need my phone.